She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I would never do that to you." And I believed her. For 10 years, I believed her. That's the part that keeps me up at night. Not what she did, not the lie itself, but the fact that I chose to trust her over and over again while she looked me in the face and kept lying. This is the story of how my best friend of a decade destroyed everything in a single night, and how I almost didn't survive it. Me and Kayla met in 7th grade. She sat next to me in English class, borrowed a pencil, and never gave it back. That was us. She took, I gave. I just didn't realize how far that went until much, much later. We grew up together. Sleepovers, heartbreaks, late-night drives, bad decisions. The kind of friendship where you finish each other's sentences, where you don't even think to question each other, because why would you? She was my person, my ride or die. Or at least that's what I thought. By the time we hit our mid-20s, we were roommates in a small apartment in Austin. We shared everything: groceries, playlists, secrets. She knew things about me that nobody else in the world knew, and I trusted her with every single one of them. That trust, she used it against me for years, and I had no idea. Looking back, there were signs. There are always signs. Little things that didn't quite add up. A story that shifted slightly the second time she told it. A friend of mine who got weird around her and never explained why. A moment at a party where I caught her expression, just for a second, when she thought I wasn't looking. Something felt off. But every time I got close to that feeling, she'd laugh or hug me or say something so warm and real that I'd shake it off. "You're overthinking," I told myself. "She's your best friend. Stop it." I wish I hadn't stopped it. The night everything unraveled started completely normal. It was a Friday. She was out. I was home, exhausted, screaming my phone. She'd left her laptop open on the kitchen table. She always did that. I wasn't snooping. I want to be real clear about that. I was just looking for the charger that was plugged into it. But the screen lit up, and I saw a name I recognized. My name. I froze. It was a message thread, and before I could even process what I was doing, I was reading it. I know how that sounds, but I read it. And my whole world just stopped. If I had just walked away from that laptop, I would have never known. I'm not going to go into every single detail. Some of it's still too painful to say out loud. But here's what I can tell you. Kayla had been talking about me badly to people I trusted, people I loved, for years, sharing things I told her in confidence, twisting stories, making me look unstable, difficult, dramatic. And the worst part? She wasn't doing it behind my back like some stranger would. She was doing it while smiling at me, while calling me her best friend, while sitting next to me on the couch watching movies and acting like everything was fine. I sat on that kitchen floor for 2 hours. I didn't cry at first. I just went quiet inside, like something in me powered down. By the time she came home, I had read everything. Every thread, every message going back 3 years. I knew exactly who she was, and she had no idea that I knew. When she walked in, she smiled, said, "Hey, you're still up?" I looked at her and said, "How long were you planning to keep lying to me?" Her face changed instantly. Not guilt, not yet. More like calculation, like she was already running through her options. I showed her the screen. She didn't deny it. That surprised me. I think I expected her to fight back, to spin it, to do what she'd always done. Instead, she went quiet. And in that silence, I heard everything I needed to hear. She said, "I don't know why I did it." And honestly, that was worse than any excuse she could have given me. Because there wasn't a reason. There wasn't some moment of jealousy or fear I could point to and say, okay, I get it, you were hurt. She just did it over and over again because she could. I moved out 3 weeks later. It wasn't dramatic, no screaming, no throwing things, just boxes and silence and a door closing behind me. She tried to reach out a few times, long texts, voice messages. I listened to the first, deleted the rest. Not out of anger, just out of self-preservation. Some things, once you see them, you can't unsee. And some people, once you know who they really are, you can't unknow. Sometimes I still catch myself missing her. Not the real her, but the version I believed in. And that's the part that hurts the most. Because you can move on from a person, but moving on from a lie you lived in for years, that takes a different kind of strength. I didn't just lose my best friend that night. I lost 10 years of memories I thought were real. And the worst part? She didn't break my trust in one moment. She broke it slowly, while I was right there, calling her family. Have you ever trusted someone so deeply that you ignored all the signs? What would you have done in my place?